Hello, let's talk about movies with Dr. Ron Gregory today on The Bernie Hayes Show. And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes, and my guest is Dr. Ron Gregory. Dr. Gregory, how are you?
Bertie, I am fine, and I always enjoy being on your program because you always have subjects that people are interested in, especially us seniors.
Yes, you seniors. I love you all.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that.
Now there's something new because of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame, Southside Wellness Center. You're also reaching out to seniors again. What's this about?
Well, we like movies, but for some reason, getting out to movies and things seem to be kind of hectic, and the traffic and trying to get parked and things like that. So now we have a special program coming up, which will be the first Wednesday of every month, to go to a program that's co-sponsored by Southside Wellness and Black Radio Hall of Fame and Harris-Stowe, to come out during the early times and watch some good movies.
That's great. That's wonderful. I mean, it's such a wonderful thing to do. Plus, you don't have to be a senior, they say, just to come and enjoy these festivities. For $8, you watch the movie. For $8, the same $8, you get free popcorn. And for the same $8, you get a hot dog. That's lunch right there.
Yeah, I've gone some places where the popcorn and the hot dog cost more.
$8 a piece, right?
$8.
At $8, you get all that free popcorn,
Yep,
and a hot dog, and to watch the movie.
and be able to be among my peers.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's great.
So which means the sound will be turned up a little louder for you out hearing it. We can sit a little closer so we can see it, but it's really nice. The idea came up, and I'm 100% for it, because I like to catch a movie, and I like to get in early and get out early and avoid the traffic and all that.
Out by 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yes.
Out. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Where's it going to be held now? This is 24.1 Cinema, right?
Yes, 24-point cinema at 6755 Page Avenue in Pagedale.
And that's a picture of it right there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. Well, you and I went there one time.
Yeah,
Yes,
and it's one of the newer theaters that have opened up in this area.
Right. And
the place is just really nice.
yeah. The seats they're comfortable. They have these armrests where you can put your soda or your drinks in it and everything, and it holds.
I call it senior seats.
Senior seats, yeah. And they're supposed to have a concession
nice and
stand.
comfortable, right?
And they have a concession stand there, but you can get your popcorn and hot dog, and that's where they be serving it from. This is wonderful. The idea is just it's great. Some of the movies that'll be shown, or what?
Oh God, you got the
Uptown Saturday Night, I see.
Yeah,
that'll be the first one.
And that's with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. That's a movie that you start laughing when it comes on, and when it ends, you're laughing.
Yeah.
And then the sequel to Uptown Saturday Night is Let's Do It Again.
Yeah.
And then you got that wonderful movie Claudine with Dinah Carroll and James Earl Jones. And then you had the Cotton Comes to Harlem.
Yeah, with Red Fox.
With Red Fox, which ended up, Sanford and Son was actually a spinoff of that program. And then you got Bingo Long and the All Stars, which is the early days of the Negro League baseball with
Billy Williams is in that.
And Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And then you got that one that you produced, Swing Set.
Swing Set, yeah.
Yeah.
We play it here at 24 at Channel 24 in
Right.
ACTV.
Yeah.
Quite often at one that I starred in. Yeah.
And then Stormy Weather with
Oh wow, Lena Horne.
Lena Horne. I just remember that.
And Bojangles, Bill Robinson's in there too.
Bill Robinson.
Yeah. I think that's one of the movies that Bob Dimmler, my producer, is going to feature one time.
Okay.
You know, but Stormy Weather's just, another thing. Green Acres, we should make that in the lineup too.
Okay.
Yeah. Harlem comes, the Cotton Club, and I spoke to Zella Jackson Price, and so she's going to get a copy of Say Amen Somebody.
Oh, okay. That's the one that's history of black gospel music.
Yeah,
with a lot of people from.
Mother Willie Mae Ford Smith. And,
all the great gospel singers that came from the St. Louis area.
And Dr. Dorsey, John
And my friend, classmate, that's in that.
Zella
Jackson Price. Yeah.
Ron, this is a wonderful thing. And the thing is, I spoke to Ollie Stewart, and she's really excited about this project.
Yeah, because, I'm chairman of her board, and the beautiful thing about Ollie is always trying to find ways to get seniors out to be active and get out of their house and doing things. And this is just another one of the programs that she's behind.
What's your position at the Southside Wellness Center?
I'm chairman of the board of directors there. Yeah, and let me tell you something. Not only is it an amazing program, but boy, Ollie has been there for years, working with seniors, and she's up on top of everything. Every time there's something that involves senior, she's on top of it. And the big program they have out at the Muni Opera parking lot.
Bringing it together.
Getting it together.
Yeah.
Imagine, 40 this year would be 42nd year of that program. But like I'm saying, and you would think she would just sit back and say, "Well, we'll work on next year."
No.
She's right into something else. Said, "No, you're not gonna go home and sit down until next year. You're gonna come out, and we're gonna get to go to the movies and sit and laugh and talk."
And she's politically activist too.
Oh God, yeah. Man, she jump up on programs. She calls me, and nothing slips by her, man.
I know. Yeah.
If it has to do with seniors and something they're trying to pass by, she's on top of it. The consumer affairs education program she has there to let seniors know about how you can get aid for your utility bills, heating, and especially in this warm weather where people got to run their air conditioners 24/7.
They need help.
Yeah, so she's on top of it. And now she's saying, I can get you out into an air-conditioned building and, eat a hot dog, drink a soda, eat some popcorn, and
see a movie.
Enjoy a movie.
That's wonderful. It's going to be the first Wednesday of every month.
Yep.
Okay, and it's a 24.1 cinema, 6755 page. And you don't have to be a senior to come. They said anyone can walk up. There's a picture of the wonderful cinema. Anybody can walk up and come and enjoy this first Wednesday for $8.
Yeah.
The movie, free popcorn, a hot dog.
Yeah, and some of the seniors need young escorts to help us get there. So
it can always work.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Plus, it's easily accessible too. So I assume that Ollie Stewart will be bringing a bus loads, right?
Yeah. You can contact the center.
At what number?
If you need a ride, and the number is area code 314-644-5024.
Great. Ollie Stewart, Southside Wellness Center.
Either ask for Ollie or Deborah.
Or they can call me too at 314-340-5773, and I'll be more than happy to
ask for Bernie.
Bernie Hayes.
A man who likes to stay busy like Ollie Stewart.
Dr. Ron Gregory is my guest, and we're talking about a wonderful event that's going to start every month at the Cinema 24.1. Seniors and everyone can walk up for $8, see a movie, get free popcorn, and a hot dog. We'll be right back with Dr. Ron Gregory after this.
It's so easy to get tired out, burned out, and worn out, and that's why we have to let the rivers of living water flow over us and believe that God is doing a new and great work at this time, standing up to the oppressors that come from every different direction, having God wash us from clean from all the fears, the worries, the uncertainties, the what-ifs, and stand up for justice at this moment. Justice doesn't mean just us. It means letting the rivers of living water flow through us as we get in touch with God. This past week, I've been reading a book on George Washington Carver, a great man who had every excuse in the world just to kind of go through life. But instead, when he saw a problem, he cried out to God and believed him for a solution. He cried out to God at a young age, said, Lord, show me your universe. And he said, it's too great and too big for you. Well, Lord, show me man, how he's made up. He said, that's too big for you. And then he said, Lord, show me a peanut. Show me how a peanut's made up. And what did he do? God used that man to turn the South upside down as he came up with all these different usages for the peanut. And instead of just growing cotton, they started growing peanuts, and he started showing usage for sweet potatoes and so many other forms of vegetation in life. One man calling out and letting the wisdom of God flow in him and through him. This is the first day of the rest of our lives. So let's give the Lord our life, not our excuses. Let's believe him, like George Washington Carver did, to do exceedingly abundantly beyond we can even ask or think. This is a glorious day, and he's promised to release his unlimited power in us. He says, ask, it shall be given you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, it shall be opened unto you. He tells us in John 14:12, behold, I tell you the truth. If you believe in me, Jesus said, you can do the very works I do. Yes, even greater things. I'm going to the Father. Whatever you ask the Father in my name, I will do it. George Washington Carver did that. You and I can do that. We can see the unlimited unlocked in our lives as we stop whining and start becoming winners and let the power of God flow in us and through us.
Everybody, please donate. Help New Life keep going, because just think about it. When you go buy a bag of chips, instead of buying a bag of chips or a cup of coffee, get someone off the street. Help them change their life so maybe one day they're on their own coffee company or their own chip company. It's a stride, but it starts as a process. Please continue to help New Life, because without New Life, a lot more people would not be here.
And welcome back. My guest is Dr. Ron Gregory, and we're talking about a new event that's happening every first Monday at the 24.1 Cinema. It's for $8, you can see a movie, get free popcorn, and a hot dog. And you don't have to be a senior, but it's a senior outreach program that we're having at the Harris-Stowe State University and the National Black Radio Hall of Fame in collaboration with the Southside Wellness Center. And Dr. Ron Gregory, the chairman of the board for the Southside Wellness Center, is here to talk about it too. Ron, some of the movies, tell us about these are not black exploitation movies. These are movies that were fun movies.
African American movies that, real spotlights the positive side of black life and comedy.
It's not a step and fetch it.
No, these were the guys who are top actors, not only in predominantly African American movies, but they were stars in big movies out of Hollywood.
Well, one of the ones you talked about was Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again. There's someone in each of those movies that we didn't mention, Harry Belafonte.
That's right. That's right. The guy who they say, oh yeah, you're an entertainer who became an activist, and Belafonte said, no,
I was an activist.
An activist who became an entertainer.
Yeah, and he and Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby, they made several movies together. This is Uptown Saturday Night, and the sequel to it, Let's Do It Again.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Geechee Dan, he called him. And
yeah.
So Belafonte, he's made up like the Godfather. Yeah. So what do you think about black movies, these especially movies of this sort?
I enjoy them because, some of the early movies that Hollywood showed. I remember as a kid, we was always in that low-level service role. You know, we were a maid, butler, or a chauffeur,
Or a clown.
or a clown.
Yeah,
you know,
sure. Yeah.
but then as the evolve and what happened is you begin to have not only black actors but black directors and black producers.
Right. And writers.
Then all of a sudden you begin to see African Americans in corporate roles, you know, the head of families and doing things that you didn't see in the early movies or on television. True. The same way. Yeah.
I know in Uptown, and the sequel we were talking about, Let's Do It Again. Also, John Amos is starring it with them, and also Jimmy Walker.
Oh, that's right. Those are guys who spin off and end up with a TV series.
Yeah.
And like I said, with the movie with Red Fox that he played in, Cotton Comes to Harlem, ended up being a spinoff for Sanford and Son, which became a much watched TV program. Yeah.
Calvin, I forget, Calvin Lockhart also starred in Cotton Comes to Harlem. He was a big star at that time.
Yeah.
You know, here at New Life Evangelistic Center, Bob Dimler, my producer, he downloads some of the older movies, and myself and Mr. Carter, Reverend Carter, we critique these old movies, and New Life, and Reverend Larry Rice is very happy in producing and promoting these records, these wonderful old-time movies, black movies, and Charles Michaud, Oscar Michaud, and
one of the
Clarence Brown. You know, they were great directors and writers and so forth. Dewey Markham. These are people that were involved, and we were able to show all that. But these movies here that we're talking about, Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, Claudine, Cotton Comes to Harlem, these were high-budget movies.
High-budget movies, and movies that earned Hollywood a lot of money, too.
Universal Studios, MGM.
They were, were big-name stars that came out and played in them, because Diana Carroll was that was in, had that role on TV. Was it Julia?
Julia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was a big hit. So like I'm saying, when these people came into those movies, they were established big name stars. Yeah.
Lawrence Hilton Jacobs also in Claudine. He played in Cooley High.
Oh yeah.
He played.
Like I said, it was a bunch of stars that in the late '60s and '70s that came on the scene, and then America began to spotlight black actors, and they really became big. Billy D. Williams was
big along All Stars, and Richard Pryor and all them. Dwayne, forget Dwayne's last name, but now once again, how can we get more information, and what numbers will we call?
Well, we call Southside Wellness, and the number is area code 314-644-5024.
Okay.
And ask for either Miss Holly or Deborah, and they can tell you about how to get there, and if you need transportation, how it could be arranged from Southside Wellness. Transportation. Now, the transportation is a separate cost. It's $8 for round trip bus fare to the theater and back
to Southside Wellness.
But the basic cost for the movie, the popcorn, hot dog, and the soda is just $8.
So they don't have to go to Southside Wellness Center. They can actually come right to the theater.
Go right to the theater at 6755 Page.
Yeah, Pagedale, yeah.
24-1 cinema.
I'd like to see that picture. You maybe Bob could put the picture of this cinema up again so we can see, because it's a beautiful place and air conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much there. It is there, 24.1 cinema. And it's relatively new. I think it's only about 2 or 3 years old.
It's one of the newest theaters in the metropolitan St. Louis area that is open. And every time I go in, I sit down and I feel like I'm getting ready to blast off into space. It looks like the type of seats.
Comfortable seats.
Yes.
I mean, really beautiful seats there. I mean, they're cushioned and they have their armrests and with the popcorn holder, the soda holder, and there's a concession stand. It's a really a wonderful place. We were there June 1st for a cinema festival, more or less, you know, and UV performed. My wife, UV Hayes, performed there at that time. And we're at the New Life Evangelistic Center, 28 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. I'm speaking to Dr. Ron Gregory here about an event that's going to happen every first Wednesday of the month. It's a 24-1 cinema, and it's a movie, popcorn, and hot dog for only $8. And it's a wonderful thing. You can call 314-644-5024, or you may call me for more information too. My number is 314-340-5773. And we'll be right back and talk about Ron Gregory, the New Life Evangelistic Center, and the Cinema 24.2 after this.
Behind me is the New Life Evangelistic Center administrative offices in Overland, Missouri. And this is where we shoot our shows for our worship shows and the Here's Help Network. And it's also where Zakid Baruti and Bernie Hayes shoot their shows. You can find all of these shows at the New Life Evangelistic Center app, the NLEC TV app. You can also access them on your tablet or on your computer. And this is how you can stay up to date with all the things that New Life Evangelistic Center is doing. There are so many different programs that we've got going on, and God is doing many exciting things through partners like you. So if you want to support the work that New Life is doing, then please access and give through the app. You can go online at nlecstl.org or give us a call at 314-421-3020. Again, 314-421-3020. But this is the best way to get plugged into the amazing work that New Life is doing through people like you. And so there is something for you to get involved in today. And we are so thankful for our partners. Only through the grace of God and your gift are we able to bless others today.
Our Black History subject for today is Godfrey Cambridge, who was born in New York City in 1933. In 1949, Cambridge won a scholarship to Hofstra University. In 1956, performance of the off-Broadway show Take a Giant Step opened the door to several television and Broadway roles. In 1961, Cambridge won the Obie Award for its performance in an off-Broadway production of The Blacks. In 1962, Cambridge was nominated for a Tony Award for his role in Ossie Davis's Pearly Victorious. He appeared on the Jack Park Show in 1964, which led to Cambridge recording 4 comedy albums. In the 1960s, Cambridge performed a variety of roles on stage and screen that includes The Troublemaker, The President's Analyst, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, How to Be a Jewish Mother, The Busybody, Cotton Comes to Harlem, and The Watermelon Man. Godfrey Cambridge died of a heart attack in Hollywood on November 29, 1976. He was 43 years old. Godfrey Cambridge.
The Bible says we have to be more than just hearers of the word, but doers also. And New Life Evangelistic Center gives you that opportunity to be a doer of the word. All you have to do is go to newlifeevangelisticcenter.org and look at all the tremendous opportunities that are available to you to directly help the homeless and hurting. Again, that's newlifeevangelisticcenter.org. Experience an opportunity to not only be a hearer of the word, but a doer also, letting the light and love of Jesus Christ flowing through you among the hurting and the homeless.
Welcome back. We're at the New Life Evangelistic Center. We're 28 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. Reverend Larry Rice has been providing services for those in need for over 52 years, and we need your help and support. If you can help us, give us a call, 314-420-3020, New Life Evangelistic Center. And we'll be talking about a walk, too, very, very soon. In the meantime, we're talking about an event that's be happening every first Wednesday of the month at the 24.1 Cinema, 57 to 55 page. Where you can see a movie, get some free popcorn, and a free hot dog for only $8. And you don't have to come to your Southside Wellness Center. You can just come right to the movie. But Southside Wellness Center will provide transportation for you. And Ollie Stewart's trying to get all the seniors together to come out and enjoy this wonderful event. That's every month, right? Every month.
First Wednesday in every month.
From movies. It's early too. It's early.
Oh yeah. You can get there at 10, and you're there till 1. So you miss that early morning traffic, and you miss that afternoon traffic because you're in and out of there and enjoy yourself. Because I'm telling you, boy, that traffic terrifies me.
Sure.
You know,
evening,
these days people are speeding, but like I said, you don't see that during the hours where these movies are being shown.
So, they're done.
Yep.
1 o'clock, you're out of there.
Yep.
Ollie's also trying to get perhaps a voter registration booth in there for these areas. Did you know that?
No. Yeah. Well, I'd been away from some of our ladies' meetings because of some emergencies I've been involved in.
I understand.
But I'll be back there, and these big elections that's coming up, we got to really beat the drums.
Yeah. But anyway, this is a wonderful idea. Movies, and once again, we were talking about Godfrey Cambridge is in this Cotton Comes to Harlem. He and the Raymond Six Jock and Clayvon Little.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's also in that Cotton Comes to Harlem. And Red Fox actually steals the show.
Yeah. Like I said, and it ended up with that spinoff of Sanford and Son. Mm-hmm. It made him and Red Fox and Demond Wilson, a household name as a result of his show. And
so some of the movies they'll be showing: Uptown Saturday Night, Let's Do It Again, Claudine, Cotton Clumps of Harlem, Dingo Long All Stars, The Swing Set, Stormy Weather, Lackawanna Blues, Sheba Baby, The History of Gospel Music, The Cotton Club, Say Amen Somebody, and the list goes on and on and on.
Oh, I tell you.
Man. These are quality movies.
I always avoid the one, Lackawanna Blues, because somehow it seemed like, well, what is it? My tongue got caught up in my eye tooth, and I wouldn't be able to see what I'm saying.
S. Epperson Mercer. I just can't ever pronounce her name, right? But these are defined movies, and they're not black exploitation movies. They're not the Superfly. They're not Across 110th Street. They're not these violent black exploitation.
These
cinema.
are movies that when you come out, you have a warm, comfortable feeling.
And you feel good. You're laughing. And I mean, it's really, really exciting. So, and you don't have to be a particular age to enjoy these. So it's wonderful. At the Southside Wellness Center, you can get transportation.
You can come and bring grandma to somewhere.
Bring the children, even.
My grandkids can bring me there. When I say grandma, like, hey.
So it's every first Wednesday.
Every first Wednesday of the month, and it's from 10 to 12 noon. And like I said, you can get in, see a good movie, eat some good popcorn, a good hot dog. You even get up to the concession stand and get you a soda and be back home before all that heavy traffic starts. So we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gregory. And thanks each and every one of you for watching us and supporting the New Life Evangelistic Center, which is 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri, 63114. I'm Bernie Hayes. Thank you for waiting.